I've been trying to go by a 70-30 rule strategy. A couple weeks ago, I was talking to an artist friend of mine who recommended that I spend 70% of my time working on fundamentals and reserve the rest of the 30% for other stuff that I want to work on. And I really appreciated this. The idea, again, being if you focus on the fundamentals, it simplifies all the other stuff moving forward. And the idea is supposed to be that 5 days a week, I work on fundamentals, and the other days, I just work on whatever I want to, whether that's just something fun or whether that's like a commission I'm trying to work on, whatever it is. I've even mapped out on a calendar on these days of the week I'm doing fundamentals, and on these other days I'm doing other things in order to keep it as simple and straightforward as possible, and so that when I sit down, I'm ready to go and I don't have to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. But something that becomes very clear very quickly is that it's not just a matter of being organized and ready to go. It also is a matter of having enough energy when it's time to do the work. And to be really clear, I think there's a lot of value in drawing things that are just for fun. But I just know that there's value in learning the fundamentals and developing the fundamentals. And so I'm personally just trying to prioritize them in my drawing schedule. And the tough thing is that I think being tired can make the time that you do have feel fruitless, because you're like, okay, now I have this time to finally do this thing that I really love and to really get better at it, but I'm exhausted, so I'm like, I'll just draw something that's easy and familiar. And while that can be great and it's way better than not drawing, it's not pushing me, right? And the busy schedule and the other commitments are what makes it exhausting. My job, family life, other life stuff, but it's being tired that actually stops me from, making this time meaningful. And while we're here, if you can relate to any of this, please remember to like and subscribe. As I'm working to learn illustration, I'm constantly trying to work through things like this and try and put out content as often as I can about it. Back to drawing and being exhausted. I clearly don't have all this figured out at this point. I try and do all kinds of things to help me not draw when I'm exhausted. Probably the main one is trying to draw in the mornings, but that can be really hit or miss for me. For this drawing, for better or worse, I just continued to draw this guy over the next 4 days and didn't finish it until today. And in the end, I did like getting to practice this dramatic lighting thing that's going on and trying to create the coals on the top of the cigarette and stuff like there. So there's elements that I think were really helpful for me to work on. So it's certainly not all for naught. But if you have struggled with exhaustion being your biggest creative block, or if you're just drawing on fumes after an exhausted day, I'd love to hear in the comments what you're dealing with, and I'd love to know what things have helped you when you're tired.